Oh my God, we're back.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Uncivilized Intellects. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're back. We're back,
Oh my
everybody. Oh my
God.
God. Oh my God, we're back. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, the Uncivilized Intellect. It's me, Brian, Zach. We're doing our thing. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to be here. I'm so excited. I almost had a little Spanish accent. So excited to be doing this with you guys. I want to jump in dick first, right in, right the fuck in. It's a little bit of shit, the way the news goes right now, guys, things happen so quick. But this one right here, I'm going to have to come back to it. Come back to motherfucking LeBron and this fucking
Oh God.
I got to start with this. So we're back. Yes, Zach just opened the Miller Lite. So we're back, and
Tried to do it quietly.
Yes, it was a Miller Lite. Yes, we're also sponsored by Miller. Bron's playing, I think, in Atlanta, Brian, or some shit like that. Playing a game, he's talking to these guys. The guys start heckling him. Then some woman comes in, major plastic surgery. I guess she's some YouTube fucking bitch. She starts heckling him a little bit. Then she kind of feels bad because people start, roasting the shit. Honey roasting this fucking bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they killed her. But here's the thing, guys. It's not even about that story of LeBron and her. It's about we're back. We're slowly getting back, guys.
Fans.
Brian, what was it? A fan.
The fan.
Where was she, Brian? Close enough that he could hear. So last year, everybody, obviously, unless you're on a fucking rock, everything was what, Brian and Zach? You couldn't fuck. There were no goddamn fans. Your teammates were the fans.
Yeah.
We're pumping in music and crowd noise.
Yeah, if they did those like virtual seats where you could like have your webcam go, it would be this is what you see.
This was your fan.
This is where the real pressure comes back into. Having those fans, they're annoying you on the sideline. So this is where it's real. Like all these players that were scoring 50, 60 points in the bubble. Can you do that with fans?
Yeah, can you do
I think you can. I think they like that. I think they thrive on that shit. I think it helps. I'm all for it. I'm all about it. The only reason that I think it turned into anything has nothing to do with the players. It has to do with how crazy and how much of a Karen this lady was about it and the way she reacted. It's the same as all those people. She thought she was going to get a bunch of support, and instead she got fucking honey roasted. Bad. Did you see the one where she was like, "Tell me why she's built like a set of pliers"? Did you see that photo? Oh, it's so good.
I think that was that.
Yeah. I just, I think also with the fan thing, guys, this is something I kind of wrote down was the COVID aspect of it. It is the spitting and like the yelling and them being that close. I was like, I don't know if this is a time maybe to really have them that close. She was pretty fucking close, guys.
Yeah,
she was pretty fucking close to be yelling.
I was kind of surprised that they were even doing that.
Yeah, to be yelling during COVID. But I mean that's I guess my 2 cents on it. During COVID, Brian and Zach, I don't know if it's smart to be yelling. Even LeBron, now he said when he quellished all of it, I really didn't give a shit about her doing any of that anyway.
Yeah.
I was glad to have fans back. So that's kind of where I go with that is with the fans. You know what I mean? Just they're back. And I know this weekend, I'm going to segue right into the next fucking topic, which has to do with the Super Bowl. The fans, I think they're doing maybe like half or a quarter of the stadium. But I'm going to tell you right now, 2 of the goddamn Chiefs players, Zach, got a haircut from a barber that is infected with COVID. Now, let me ask you guys something. The reason I bring this story up is, Brian, Zach, we both went to high school. We both know people that played football and dreamed of getting to the Super Bowl, even getting to the NFL. Brian, if you get to that moment, are you risking not being able to play over a fucking haircut from some nigga at his goddamn house? Are you out of your goddamn mind, Brian?
Well, yeah, that would be absolutely impossible for me, seeing as how I don't have any hair and I cut my own hair. So for sure, I wouldn't risk it. I don't even need a fucking barber.
No. Like, how stupid can you be? It's the Super Bowl this Sunday, and you go and get a haircut. I wouldn't leave the house, B.
No.
I wouldn't leave the house.
No, this motherfucker's so rich.
I know.
He said, let me get a haircut for the house. We look good for the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody gonna see me.
You're wearing a helmet, idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's even gonna see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't even want to harp on this one. I just wanted to bring this topic up real quick with you guys. I guess we're gonna have to start having segments, and this one is just called "How Stupid Can You Be?"
Pretty fucking stupid.
Pretty fucking stupid. But yeah, I mean, that's really the only fucking. I mean, you guys can write in the comments, and down below, when you watch the video, like, Moo, I've seen some stupid shit. Or Brian, I remember this guy. I mean, that's just dumb. You get to
we got some dumb shit coming.
Oh, we got some dumb stupid shit. But on a different note, B, what you got cooking over there?
So check it out. You know that QAnon supporter, the guy, the shirtless guy with the raccoon tail hat and the Viking antlers. I don't know who.
You mean Dr. Awesome? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that who he is?
The shaman. The shaman.
Yeah, the one that went to jail and his mom called and was like, he needs organic substance. Whatever
Please
call
get the fuck out of here with that guy.
The judge actually granted him organic food while he's behind bars. So, should he get treatment? Should he get organic food being in jail?
He claimed it was a religious thing, if I remember correctly. That was his reasoning, because he's shamanist, and that's like a whole religion that they have to eat organic food. So it's the whole religion thing, but no, because I think it's bullshit. Because any Black Lives Matter protesters, I'm sure they were like, whatever you get is what we fucking give you. They got a bunch of kids down in those ice shelters sleeping under foil blankets and shit, getting like fucking bread, and cheese sandwiches. They fucking throwing us bologna and Lucky Charms and shit. This motherfucker gets he gets
fold the bologna
and put it together. For real.
Thank you, Brian.
We didn't know. They don't even give us Lucky Charms. We just get the marshmallow dust at the bottom of the bag, just sprinkled over a piece of bologna.
He get Whole Foods. He get organic Brussels sprouts and tasty, healthy treats.
I mean, to answer that, B, I guess my 2 cents on that one is hell no. I know that I'm sure there's a lot of Black people that go in who are diabetic. Or some are vegetarian, and I know that their dietary needs are not met.
They're laughed at.
They're laughed at. I mean, if anything, a brother don't want to say shit to them about it, because they might not even give them the food. You know what I mean? They might be like, let me just chill the fuck out and not say anything so you don't fuck with me. So fuck that guy, Brian. You're absolutely right. I don't think anything.
This guy probably wouldn't have said it. Was like, oh, it's against my religion for you to put me in there with that black dude.
And on that note, Zach, what you got cooking, dude?
It's the same topic, just the joys of white privilege. There's the other Capitol Hill protester that just requested that she be granted permission to go on her 4-day vacation to Mexico.
What are you talking about? Now, this is crazy. So she's in jail.
No, I don't think she's in jail, but she's, what are you, out on bond? I guess that's how that
works. That's right. You can't leave. You can't leave.
Not supposed to.
Yeah, you can't leave.
But I think they granted it to her.
I read they reported it 2 days ago, and the articles did say that they had granted it, but they fixed it. All the articles, it hasn't been granted yet. I initially wanted to talk about this because I was like, you get the fuck out of here if they granted that to her. But the stories have been changed, to be fair. I don't think they haven't yet. That's not to say that they won't. And to be honest, I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
They probably would do it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Well, you saw. Okay, so. Slight topic change. You know Kyle Rittenhouse. You remember the kid
who
shot 2 of them?
Yeah.
So he's missing. Have you seen this shit?
Yeah, they can't find.
He's missing. Yeah, he's missing. They gave him a fake address because they said they wanted him to be in a safe house because of death threats to his family and shit. So all those fucking people. Because see, here's the thing: people don't know how bonds work. So you remember he got out on that like $2 million bond. It wasn't like $2 million. It was like 180,000, whatever the fuck it was. It was a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
It was a stupid amount of money, and they raised that shit like that for him. Got him out. What they don't realize is he goes back because they want his ass now. So he goes back and you lose all of that. He gets like all that fucking money was wasted now. It's all fucking gone. It's done for. And I would be surprised if they find him also.
Nah, they probably let him go.
He's fucking missing?
They probably let him go.
Yeah, he's missing.
They probably let him go.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of goddamn bullshit, man.
Well, I mean, they did when they let him walk out of the fucking courtroom after killing 2 people. They openly let him go. Now they've just stopped even trying to fucking keep track of him. Or
could you imagine if a brother had gone missing? Are you out of your mind? First of all, a brother raising $2 million on bond, that ain't happening. Like, no, what?
Yeah.
America, I'm telling you right now, America is amazing. There's a lot of amazing shit in America, but there's an America that is coming soon. Oh, look at that segue. Ooh. Coming soon, coming to America. New trailer that I watched, and I was like, okay, Eddie, okay, you son of a bitch. You had me at hello. Hell, you had me at the first. I'm going to watch this regardless.
Yeah.
But this trailer, some of the stuff that Tracy Morgan was doing, Wesley looking crazy as hell, he's doing. I got a little bit more. Have you guys seen this trailer?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen the trailer. Yes.
Yeah. Did it get you more excited? Or you were already still pretty much there?
I mean, I don't know. I expect a lot from this film, so I'm kind of worried.
That's what it is. I looked at you. Hold up, I looked at you and Zach, and Zach. I was like, the Coming to America trailer, and Zach looked back down in this cold Miller Lite. He's like, I don't want to piss these brothers off. I am the only dark chocolate on the goddamn thing. And I looked at Brian, and Brian looked at a pillow. He was just like, oh, wow, I forgot I had this pillow. I'm like, well, obviously, you two motherfuckers. Okay, B.
I'm going to get,
Uncivilized. We're going to get into this. Brian.
Let me ask you something.
Go.
So, do you remember when he played Dolomite?
Yes.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think his role in Coming to America 2 is going to be better than his role he played as Dolomite?
He plays so many
two kind of different roles, but I feel like he played Dolomite pretty well. I mean, he was real strong into that character a little bit, but I don't know. I'm worried about this Coming to America too.
Let me ask you something. Then I'm gonna go to Zach. Well, this could be for both of you. Yeah. I mean, him playing the same old guys. Somebody kind of was like, "Wait a minute, these guys are still alive? Like, what the fuck?" Like, where are we in this? Like, your son, who's played by Jermaine Fowler, who a lot of people don't even know, they're like, okay, cool. So, and you slept with the chick from Saturday Night Live, Leslie Jones, who looks like me with a wig on. It's like, what is going on? Like, when did this happen? Like, what is happening? I mean, is that kind of a feeling, Zach, when you watch it? Oh, has it been too long? That's what I want to say.
No, I think it's timing just right. I'm on board. I'm on board.
Okay, because Brian is Brian. What are your reservations then?
I mean, I think it's just been too long.
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be the same? I mean, is everybody gonna be the same? You know, I know Eddie can do his thing. Arsenio gonna do his thing.
Yeah,
there are a lot of new people here. It's fucking Michael Blackson and somebody in this shit too.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. Why you turning this into a Friday-ish / Coming to
yeah.
That's why I'm worried. You putting too many people in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Go ahead. Michael Blackson. I mean, he's literally the king of Samoa.
he's really, yeah. I mean, he lives in Wakanda, that black motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, if you had to wrap electrical tape around a broomstick and make a person, I mean, that's Michael Blackson. Just thin, black as fuck. You know, I will put a bow on this one, and then I'm gonna shoot it over to you, Brian. I have to say that with this coming to America, there is a little bit. It might have been too long, and Brian is right. The first coming to America, Zach, it did. Well, it was just a movie. This one feels like an all-star game. Yeah. There's too many motherfucking people, and I'm like, God damn! Like, is Kevin Hart in this motherfucker? Like, everybody's in this motherfucker.
He gonna pop out of a Christmas tree or something.
All right, that's it with the fucking coming to America. Brian, what you got, man? God damn.
Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO.
So explain. I know, Zach. I know you two, definitely on the business savvy with Bezos and all this shit. Why did he do this?
Someone start working full time on becoming a real life Lex Luthor. I think was my guess.
Yeah,
he wants to work on being like an evil genius. He said he wants to work on. Just think of it as like political stuff. Fucking, he's got some nonprofits, some things that are like some charity organizations and things that he says he wants to work on. If you want my honest opinion, I think he just wants to fucking turn into a real life gold dragon and just sit on his money and not do a fucking thing and let his money make money. I mean, there's literally nothing this man cannot do.
Yeah.
And run out of money. I mean, anything. He can buy whatever the fuck he wants. He can go anywhere. Like, I think he just wants to fuck off.
They said that Amazon right now is valued at over $1.5 trillion. Okay, we're done here. I mean, this dude can sit on a $300 million yacht and just coast on that forever.
And that's nothing. And that's nothing. That's nothing. 300 million is still nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Wow. Not like literally.
And then I saw online somebody said, "Oh, he's doing it to avoid taxes." I'm like, he's not paying taxes anyway. Bernie already said that. Bernie already went to the Congress and was like, Jeff Bezos doesn't pay any taxes. Anything. Yeah. And he actually got a rebate of $129 million or something. He got money back.
Yeah.
So
what Brian saw was kind of what I thought was funny, because I saw it too. And the person was like, yeah, he's doing that not to pay taxes. I'm like, he could pay his taxes, but he's not paying any taxes.
Anyway.
Because he's running every goddamn thing. He's got his hands in everything. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you a little story. A friend of ours, Brian, let's just say he went back to high school, if you know what I mean. Hollywood Brett goes back to high school. Hollywood Brett moves art for him with another friend that I went to college with who works for the family. And I said, well, what's it like? You know, he said, I can't tell you a lot, but there are dinosaur bones in that house.
Yeah.
Zach, if I found a chicken bone in my kitchen on the floor, I'd be like, damn, I get the chicken bone. You're not bringing a dinosaur motherfucking bone. You like, do you know how big? I'm not talking like a like bones, nigga.
I mean, I guess it depends on the dinosaur. There were tiny dinosaurs.
T-Rex, motherfucker.
You might just like have a little baby bone.
No, I like Jurassic Park. When you walk in, the erected motherfuckers are in his house, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
The dude's rich.
Yeah.
I mean, the value of that alone.
Of a real dinosaur.
Tens of millions of easy.
Like the first draft of E.T. is in his house. The script.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time I took a vacation back like a couple years ago back to a guy that owns a winery up in Santa Barbara, and we're going through this house, and this is a house that like presidents have hung out at, the Rat Pack, like famous motherfuckers through Hollywood have been at this house, the pool, everything. This shit was mind blowing. And this is some old cat from Germany who got famous. He helped work for GE to invent the headlight. So this dude is worth a crazy amount of money.
That's
and he was
crazy.
taking us on a tour through the house, and it was the same shit, man. He was like, this table they found at the bottom of the Caspian Sea, it's like 2,000 years old. Like, you know, knights, like suits of armor, fucking everything you can imagine, man. It's fucking crazy when you're walking through somebody's house seeing this shit. Like, what is happening right now? And he was telling us the value of stuff. So he'd be like, yeah, that's worth like $2 million. That's like $700,000. This is worth $7 million. You're just like, all right, which one of these can I fit in my car?
I mean, the most expensive thing I got in my house is a Jaleel White autographed sock.
No, you remember Russell? You remember Russ had some? You know, Russ had some valuable paintings.
Oh yeah, he did. Russ had like baskets. He had like Madonna original shit. Yeah,
he had real ones.
Yeah, he's worth a lot of money.
He's worth about $500 million. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of fucking money. But when we talk about Bezos, the $300 million yacht,
Bezos would pull out that $500 million and slap him with it, and then turn around and give it to him afterwards. For slapping him for it, he'd be like, "Here, you can just have it." Like shit.
My God, so. I mean, that's my dog, Bezos. I mean, Zach. What don't you have something to piggyback on this Bezos thing?
Maybe not the Bezos, but you guys have to have heard what's going on in the stock market, right? You know about all this GameStop shit going on, yeah?
Oh yeah, can you? Yes,
it's pretty
you know
wild.
What? I'm glad we're talking about this because I got it, but then a lot of people, even I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck did these kids do? What happened again now?
So I don't dabble in this shit a lot. So if there's probably going to be people listening that are going to be like, you couldn't be more fucking wrong about how you described it. But I'll tell you, I don't really give a fuck. Here's my understanding.
Suck my dad's dick.
Yeah. So there's on Reddit, there's a subreddit called Wall Street Bets.
Yeah.
It's basically for just average Joe motherfuckers to invest in the stock market, to trade.
Yeah.
A lot of it is done through this Robinhood app. So it's you can get portions of shares. You know, it's not like an E-Trade or like Fidelity portfolio where you have to buy. You can either buy one share, whatever the cost is, or not. This you can go in and you can be like, I got $50 that I want to invest in whatever, and it doesn't matter if the stock's worth $250. They'll give you 20% of one share, and then you split that among other people. So it's just an easy way for anybody with any amount of money to invest.
Yeah.
And some of these guys are actually pretty fucking good at it and pretty smart in this subreddit. And so there are these hedge funds that are just like powerhouse traders on Wall Street, billion-dollar companies that just, you know, they play around with people's money and billions of dollars. It's just gambling is all the stock market is. We know that.
Yeah.
So they all started buying up these stocks, these GameStop stocks, betting that it was they're buying up the shorts. So it means they're gonna buy it, expecting this stock to plummet, to go way down, and then they sell it back, and they get to collect the difference of how much it's dropped, right? So they want it to go down a shit ton because then that's more money they make the difference. So a couple guys on GameStop noticed this way before it happened and convinced a shit ton of these guys, just random nobodies on Reddit, to start buying up every GameStop stock that they could. What that did was drive the value up instead of down. So it went up at one point. I think it was up like 5,000%. Shares that were going for like $16 were going for I don't even remember what the highest price was. I know at one point it was over $400. I think it was around
it was like
$492. I think might have been the highest, something like that.
Yeah.
So what that does is if some of these people cash out on that, those hedge funds lose billions. The one particular hedge fund that did all this, I can't remember the name, Merrill Webster, I think, it lost like over 50% of its value in January alone from just this. And there's just a bunch of bullshit going on right now because the argument is, you know, this all happened and like Robinhood took GameStop off of their app. You couldn't buy it. You could only sell it. You couldn't buy more. You could only sell if you had it. And it's just basic shit that's very clear market manipulation, but they're doing it to normal, average guys. They're doing it to us, but the hedge markets could still buy and sell. So it's just a lot of bullshit where it's like, these rich guys are clearly getting a different set of rules than we are. And this is just a lot more than just a couple guys making potentially some money. Because I think I mentioned it when we were talking about this before we recorded. There's one guy, first of all, we have to talk about the names because it's on Reddit. So these are all usernames, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the guys that just outsmarted this hedge fund out of billions of dollars username is Potato in My Ass. And it just makes me so fucking happy.
That's brilliant.
It's just the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah. So, it's great. It's still going on. The prices are dropping. I'm not following it every day. It got kind of tiring. I know they're pulling some bullshit. The 1%, the wealth is showing, and their set of rules is definitely flexing. But there's going to be some hilarious shit because I know that they already want one of these guys who, I don't know if he mods the subreddit, but he's one of the main ones who made money and posts a lot. His name's Deep Fucking Value. And they already said that he has to go in front of Congress to testify and shit. And it's going to be hilarious because he's going to be talking about another user, Potato in My Ass. And like these dudes call themselves
not going to be using each other's username.
No, they are. This is the great thing is it's going to be a fucking clown show. It's going to be a circus fucking sideshow because they don't care because they didn't do anything wrong. So these guys are like they claim to be autistic. They call themselves autists. They make fun of each other, calling each other fucking retarded all the time. And they're going to be saying this shit. Any profit that you get on Wall Street Bet is tendies, like chicken tenders. It's tendies. Oh, wow. They wrote a fucking sea shanty about the Tendy Man cometh. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, you guys. You have it's going to be a clown show. I promise you the next episode that we have, I'm going to be talking about and hopefully have some audio recordings of what a fucking clown show this whole thing is going to be because it's already hilarious. It's already hilarious.
There was a kid that had invested in GameStop and he cashed out his money and he took $30,000 and bought a bunch of kids like toys and stuff. There was
the one that he bought the Nintendo Switches and donated them to a hospital.
Donated like $30,000 worth. I was like,
dude, the crazy thing is, I mean, there were people that stood to gain like hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm not exaggerating this. Like there were a couple dudes, and they were showing their portfolio screenshots. So we're not talking about guys that are just like, oh, I made X amount and just talking out their ass. These were actual screenshots of these guys' profits and losses, and these guys still. The fucked up thing is, right now they're calling themselves diamond hands because nobody's selling because they want to fuck these hedge funds over. So there are guys literally out there that could walk out right now, hit one button and walk away with $50 million fucking dollars, and they're not, purely on the principle that they want to fuck over these hedge funds. It's astonishing, man. It's crazy.
But they're still going to, I mean, even if they don't leave with 50, they know when to bounce. They're gonna profit for sure.
The thing is, when this shit pops, it's gonna pop instantly. There's not gonna be like a slow decline like it's been. It's gonna go from whatever value it's at to like -$0 fucking dollars. It's gonna so they're not gonna have any time. I mean, it's I don't like I said, I don't know that much about I only know X amount about the stock market.
All I know that this and Zach, excellent work. You guys both. That was really interesting because you really broke that the fuck down. If I see any comments about him not knowing what he's talking about, my dad's dick, put it in your mouth. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The guy did a good job, you pieces of shit. We love the people that listen. Shout out to the people in London, Tallahassee, Miami. I got people in Boston,
Colorado,
LA. Thank you guys for listening. But we're going to continue on with the show. Great work, Zach and B. The one thing with that GameStop, it really made people, including myself, who I knew about the stock. I was like, wait a minute. This is the little guy actually finally winning against the big guy, Brian, at his own game. Mm-hmm. And it made national news because they were like, this doesn't happen.
No.
We normally control this.
Yeah.
And that's showing social media, Reddit, just how powerful Reddit is. And Reddit's something, Zach, that you got me hip on. I didn't look at that shit. Brian, were you big into Reddit? Did you look at all the Reddit is there and it's been there. And I have a lot of sons and a lot of people that get into that. But this was kind of a big win for Reddit too, Zach, for people that didn't know what the fuck it was.
I mean, for sure.
A lot of people, like, you do understand that I'm on the internet all the goddamn time, and it was you who were like, "Moo, this is how you can watch this. It's off Reddit." I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Well, yeah, Reddit's pretty big.
It's big, and it just makes me want to kind of. You can get lost in Reddit because there's those sub rooms, right? Zach?
Those forums and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, so the way Reddit works is there's a subreddit for everything. Every page has a subreddit. It's not always called what you would think. Like I said, sometimes they have stupid names. Wall Street Bets, some of the stupid, like you can find anything from as simple as just typing in the name of like our Lakers, and it'll take you to a whole page dedicated to the LA Lakers. You can type in idiots in cars and watch people get in car wrecks. You could type in, yeah. There's plenty of porn. Yeah, there's plenty of that shit. Anything.
What the fuck? Did this make it say booger on my dick? That's also my rap name is Booger on my dick. Yeah, I gotta go check out Reddit, man. I just gotta. I'm feeling good right now. But my guys are doing a fucking thing. I'm feeling good. I'm getting close to getting the vaccine. But sometimes I'm just gonna switch it up right now. It's one of my new segues. Sometimes the vaccine isn't available in my area, Brian. Or Zach, I just can't go get it. So the New York Times wrote an article, guys, about white people, Caucasians, just white people being white. This is America. This is my shit. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to go to the hood. And Brian, the article, this is what it's called. The wealthy are getting more vaccines, even in poor neighborhoods. So that means, Brian, there's white people that are like in Detroit or in DC, and they're like, you know what? All these white people taking up my vaccine. Let me go to the hood where TT, Keisha, and Boo Boo Jackson ain't getting their vaccine. And I'm going to steal theirs. That is some crazy ass shit. Like the GPS, Crenshaw Boulevard, next right. I need to go get my vaccine. That is goddamn crazy. Brian, can the niggas just get the vaccine? Why are white people? We don't need to.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably black people trying to get the vaccine in the white neighborhoods because they think that's the real vaccine. I heard black people say, "Oh, I'm about to get vaccinated in the white neighborhood."
I'm going to goddamn Beverly Hills. I think the one in Crenshaw, they're putting orange juice in my arm. There ain't no goddamn vaccine. Good, ain't nothing but ultra-perm. Yeah, I mean...
Girl, they give me that vaccine right after I came out the McDonald's drive-thru.
Well, I wasn't Kool-Aid yet. We don't even need to... I just find the title of that funny. I've already told you guys I'm going live in March when I'm getting my vaccine. I just find it funny that old and young white people are actually going to the hood, not for a fish plate, but for the vaccine. And god damn. I like we talked about in the last show though, I know Brian in my brain, it's just like, God, the Kyle Rittenhouse shit is just, he's free. And what happened to the two guys with Ahmaud? I was talking to somebody recently, I was like, man, what the fuck ever happened with the Ahmaud Arbery case? And the nigga looked at him, Brian, you look up in the sky like Ahmaud Arbery. What is that? Oh man, you mean the Joker? I forgot about that.
I hadn't, but you know why? So this was probably a month back. I read a headline about this, and this is going to fucking piss me off just talking about it. So they were getting ready to get the trial started and everything.
Yeah.
And the two guys, the white guys, their lawyer, brought forward a motion that during the trial, they're not allowed to refer to Ahmaud as a victim. They're not allowed to say that fucking word. And I'm like, you could just fuck right off out of here. Like, oh my God, the balls on these people, man. The balls on these people.
When I looked at the vaccine, and we're going to transition back into you, Brian, for the next hit. But Brian, that was just one of the things I thought of, just like, and Zach, of just like, man, it's funny how sometimes things just disappear. People disappear. Cases disappear. and stories. Just right in thin air. I hadn't thought about that brother in a long time. And remember how he just polarized the news? And just like that, that story's gone. But on to the next story, ladies and gentlemen. Brian,
so a good move on Uber's behalf. They acquired an alcohol delivery app by the name of Drizzly.
Excellent move.
1.1 billion.
Excellent move.
I know you guys both are alcohol connoisseurs.
Yeah,
in your own right.
I thought he was about to call us alcoholics.
Yeah,
no, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest. I was about to say alcoholic. I mean, connoisseurs. I was about to do that, but I heard the pause.
I heard the pause.
I mean, me and Brian both. Me and Zach actually both.
I also had a joke for Boo earlier too when he was talking about getting the vaccination. That's why I started laughing. You thought I was laughing because you were scatterbrained or whatever. I was laughing because I was gonna say. At the same time you get that vaccination, you about to get a tattoo of a burrito on your shoulder.
I always wanted a tattoo of a bullfrog playing pool on my back. And when I pop my shoulder, it's 8-ball corner pocket. That's what I always wanted. The Drizzly app is a real app. And, they deliver liquor, stuff like that. But that is brilliant for Uber because having, like Brian have a function of Zach or, his family gatherings and being able to have, we need like 2 12-packs and we need a bottle. Rather than someone who's already been fucking drinking with you, going a beer run, you in that. Yeah. So it's really smart for Uber to do it and it's going to blow up. So Brian, does this mean that when I pull up my fucking Uber app, it's there?
It should be there.
Yeah. Out of here.
I don't know.
It's probably going to do what they. Yeah, it's probably going to do what they did with Uber Eats, where you can pull it up as an option, and then it'll take you to that app. Like you'll probably still have to have the Drizzly app, but it'll be like, "Do you want this drink special?" And then switch you over to that because that's what it does.
Yeah.
With Uber Eats.
So Zach, is it a different license from having a bar license or anything like that? Having a license?
I mean, that's retail, and that's a whole world that I don't fucking know because that's delivery. Okay. That's even not because that's not even considered to go. That's delivery. Yeah. So I don't even know how the fuck what licensing goes into that.
And that's not open. Like at restaurants, obviously now during COVID, they'll make you a cocktail and you can walk out with it. But it's still an open. It's like what I mean. Like you would consider that's an open carry. That's like it's not the
absolutely.
It's not the same as I'm buying a packaged 12-pack.
Yeah, and
I'm still like just kind of delivering you food. That is crazy.
And how do you verify that the person is 21 years old?
Oh, when they come to the door now, Brian.
Yeah, you have to have an ID.
Yeah. Because I've actually used Drizzly. It's real already. Uber just bought it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will say, guys, that we never tripped off of Zach, Brian. We all know bars, how we've worked in them. Could you fucking imagine making a drink and letting somebody walk out the door with it?
No. And like New Orleans style? Like, get the fuck out of here.
And like, look how fast they made that legal. Like that. Like that. You can really take drinks to go. You can't. Yeah. That's just crazy. It's crazy what happens when put against the wall, guys. What they do, what they'll do for money. Like, oh, we have to just fucking allow this now.
Well, I think that was also a smart move. Not just money, but also just fucking sanity. Because, I mean, they passed that shit pretty early on when people were like, all right, if we're going to be locked inside and you got everything fucking closed up, you got to let us fucking drink. Like, we gotta be able to do something other than just buying it from a grocery store.
Yeah, no, I think the Drizzly move is great. B, I mean, I'm pretty sure when that comes out, the 3 of us at least will get a 12-pack, get something delivered from the motherfuckers. Uber's smart. Uber knows what they're doing. Uber's smart. Uber Eats is great. Uber Eats is completely different than Postmates. Sometimes you get something from I mean, for me, sometimes the Postmate guy, he'll just leave some shit and it'll just be a mess. Uber seems to always be a little bit more put together, I feel. What do you think, Zach and B, from your ordering? Have you used both of them before now?
Yeah.
I know you have,
both.
Zach.
Yeah, I've used both. They're both pretty good. I've had shit experiences with both, as I've had with any of the other apps. There's not any reason why I prefer that one over the other. If anything, I used to feel like Uber Eats was a little bit more expensive. was a little bit more on the expensive side than Postmates. Yeah, but I haven't used any of them in a while.
It could be. I think so too. Yeah.
I always had pretty good dealings with Uber Eats, and now I'll be able to get some fucking liquor from them, which is gonna be good. So that's gonna be fucking excellent. Zach, what do you got going on, buddy?
I had something, but I don't want to talk about that because we've been talking about some shit that made me think. So I got a phone call, and I have been told to tentatively be prepared to go back to LA for reopening bars at the end of March, beginning of April.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
That's gonna go by fast. Yeah. So,
hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm only gonna say one thing before we talk about this. So we've been at this for what? It's not been a year yet, but we're coming up on. It's not shy of. It was March, right? So
March
almost a year. Yeah. Here's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know because it just feels different. This past January, last month, was the deadliest month that we've had yet. Yep. There were over 100,000 people that died last month.
Wow. Yeah.
We're just over 400,000 deaths. So you take in, it's been 11 months. It took 10 months for 300,000 of them to die. And then January for 100,000 of them to die.
Jesus.
That's probably because of the strain.
Christmas.
The mutations.
Christmas, New Year's Eve parties, flu season. What you're talking
mutations.
about, all the mutations. I mean, here's the thing.
The variants.
I like this vaccine. I'm all for it. I want to get it. But I don't know if this sounds like a good fucking idea.
Smart motherfucker.
Yeah, the variants.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, fuck. I mean, like outside the door, people coughing, get the fuck out of here. It's like a goddamn disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, and
then they said that I saw something that said a study that said it could get in your eyes, jump in your eye socket. I'm like, okay, well, do we need a mask over our fucking eyes?
Get the fuck out of here, COVID. Get the fuck out of here with that. So that's crazy. You're talking about April, the bars open, and obviously something on the ID has to be there. There has to be like some sort of, like we talked about the vaccination thing. I don't know if they're going to have time for that by April.
They're not. There's no way they're going to be able to distribute a card by April to let people know. And there's no way that we could have a system. So you both have done the door. There's no way that we could have a system that we could pull it up off a driver's license to tap into the system and find out if people have been ID'd. Without costing. It would be thousands of dollars to get a system like that.
Hey, you know that bar about to have some QAnon crazies coming there talking about fuck your mask.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be
what?
It's gonna be nightmarish. It's gonna be It's gonna be excellent. I'm
just gonna have an extra fire extinguisher for when that happens, and I'm just gonna start spraying them in the face until they just get the fuck out of the bar. Like I don't have time to waste.
Uncivilized. I mean, you guys hear, fans. You heard it here first. Zach's coming back. The bars are coming back. I mean, we're all gonna die. Like it's just a cats and dogs living together, like Bill Murray said in Ghostbusters. That's hysteria. Like, I'm gonna shave all my pubic hair off and put it on a cheese pizza and my mom. It's just a fucking disaster. Potato in the butt, Reddit name. I can't believe that's even fucking happening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna come to a close here. This has been a brutal cast.
We actually have one more topic.
No, Brian, I'm segueing.
Okay.
We cannot.
No. This whole podcast,
we cannot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this whole podcast has been a lead up to something that is really dear to my heart. A person that is really I don't own any of his music. I've never met this nigga. The nigga's only 5'4". When I was born, I was 5'4". I literally, I walked out of my mom's vagina and went to the vending machine and got a cup of coffee when I was born.
The pack of Newports.
Hell yeah.
I literally walked out of my mom's vagina, grabbed her car keys, and drove home. I already knew where we lived.
And a pack of menthol cools.
Menthol cools. Yeah. I bought a loose. I bought a loose cigarette and smoked it as I drove home with blood and my mom's insides all over my body. And this is just going south for this entry.
Yeah.
Little, they can take it though. Hell, we're crazy. Hell, I'm fucking crazy, and they know that. LiL Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Fuck. Brian, what did you do?
I mean, during a pandemic, he decides to
look at my face. First of all, this is like every nigga in America. Yeah. This is their face when they saw Uzi. They're like, Uzi.
Yeah. When everyone's waiting for a $600 stimulus check, he decides to put a $24 million pink diamond and implant it in his forehead.
Stop it. Oh yeah.
Which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, because I'm gonna tell you what's happening right now. If he's around anybody, they're gonna rip that off of his forehead.
They're gonna get their Thanos on it. It's Thanos straight out of fucking Infinity War.
They're gonna rip it
right out of his forehead.
And it's like a little L bracket that they implanted under his skin, and it's threaded at the end, so he can take the diamond off and put it there. But when they rip that off your forehead,
you're gonna rip all
yeah, they're gonna rip the flesh. Like, you're gonna be exposed right here. And they're definitely gonna try it. They're definitely gonna try it.
I want to see it. I only hope that they are smart enough to record it as well.
Well, he's gonna have stupid security. When you wear that, you better have security. You better not allow anybody too close to you, because that's $24 million. That's easily grabbable.
Yeah, barely strapped to your head. No, man, I guarantee you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're talking about years that he had spent paying this off, the $24 million diamond. I had no idea LiL Uzi Vert had even made that much money.
It just makes me sad. Yeah, that in itself makes me sad.
He actually had enough money to pay off the diamond, to have it implanted. Huh?
I said, oh yeah.
No clue he made that much money. I can't even name you. You know what? If I heard a song, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'm just old. But I didn't know he was that big. I mean, I was like, oh, okay. I know the kids he's big because he kind of looks like an ugly teenage girl. Like his hair is colored. He's got a bunch of tattoos. He's kind of like half a, kind of, I just got to be careful what I say. Yeah. But, he's a little bit of a, he's a little bit of a sweet boy. But, yeah, which is fine, Uzi Vert. But, yeah, he just looks fucked up. He looks like an experiment. And then to put the diamond in your head, I'm like, Uzi, what the, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, man.
Jeez.
Somebody's going to take it. Somebody's going to take it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait.
They're gonna
I guarantee it. Mark my words. It's fucking 4 o'clock on February 4th, 2021. It's happening.
Yeah.
That nigga better go nowhere near Chicago.
Nah.
Or South, or LA. Come on.
Chicago, LA. How about anywhere where there's anybody?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You do this during a pandemic when people are hungry right now. That's just a slap in the face. You walk around with $24 million diamond on your forehead. Okay.
Yeah. And families are trying to get by on like a, was it $600 or $1,200 combined stimulus check. It's just
and I'm gonna tell you too, if he's not taking care of his boys around him and he went and bought that $24 million, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They're gonna set him up.
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you. It's only a matter of time before we're going to see his ass on the news with a big-ass Band-Aid on his forehead talking about how it went down. You know it's going to happen. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
That's going to be horrible. If they rip that off, it's going to be
It's going to take all of it. All of this will be gone.
It'll be a nice chunk.
Yeah.
A nice chunk, probably like that much, is going to open up. Rip that off. Yeah.
LiL Uzi.
Yeah, it's under the skin, dude.
Oh, my God.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I guess we're going to end this because I think that the three of us should go and rob LiL Uzi Vert.
I'm with you.
Immediately after this goddamn podcast. What a dumb motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for listening. This has been an excellent, excellent time. Sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back when you do shit that's good. I'm just like, me, Brian, and Zach have had an excellent time entertaining you with our podcast. And we're going to go and find LiL Uzi Vert, his 5'4" midget ass. and rip the diamond off of his forehead. And then we're going to buy hot dogs and hamburgers for America. We are going to feed America off of Lil Uzi Vert. We have a barbecue.
Lil Uzi Vert is a real vision from WandaVision.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Episode 4 WandaVision was good. Yeah. Real good.
Oh wait a minute, we still doing.
I'm telling you right now. Really good.
Is that the newest episode?
Have you seen WandaVision?
I haven't watched any of it. I haven't watched any of it.
Well, how many episodes have you seen?
I think I've seen. Oh, Brian, are you talking about the episode when they're outside of it?
Outside of the city? Yeah. And then how everything she gets sucked in, and then it goes back to how dude came up out the manhole.
Yes, excellent. Excellent.
Ooh, the best. Dude. I was like, wow, excellent. This is real good.
Because in the first 3 episodes, I was like, okay,
the third one I like.
Show, I'll get into it. But that 4th episode with everything tied in, it's actually, Zach, you got to watch that shit.
Are they releasing those weekly, or are they all out right
now? Weekly. Okay. That's why, Brian, I was like, are you talking about, when's the next one come out, B?
I don't know the exact date, but I check for it every few days.
It's this week, a new one comes out. Yeah. And did we talk about the little things? Did you Jared Leto got that. It's the little things. It's the little things. Get you caught. Get you caught, Jerry. So Denzel and the little things. Jared Leto got nominated. Denzel just like an old nigga, like just an old shit. Like he been making his own barbecue sauce. What'd you say?
I was disappointed.
It was bad. Zach, did you see it?
Which one?
The little things. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
It could have been way better.
Brian, way better. It was like if me and Brian left Cabo Cantina 10 years ago drunk, and we decided to direct and write a movie that night.
First of all, you got dude that went from Bohemian Rhapsody to being like this super cool detective. I'm like, how the hell did he do that shit? Like, no, it didn't work. It didn't work.
And the way he talks. He talks very jolly. I was like, is this fake? Is this the way he talks? The guy from Mr. Robot, Zach, I was like, if this is the way he talks, I never want to watch him do anything because he sounds insane.
Yeah. He does talk like that.
When he was telling his daughters good night, he was in the movie. He's like, "Did you girls do your?" He was like, "You girls brush your teeth." I'm like, "All right, what the fuck's wrong?" Dad, you got Kanye West jaw. I'm like, "Motherfucker, you sound weird, Dad."
That's real though. That's it.
And then Denzel is like old and shit, and like none of it made me. Oh, we're about to just rip this. Okay, cool. Uncivilized. We're going off. All right, guys, we went through our topics. Now we're just going off the fucking rails. So then Denzel in the goddamn show, in the movie, he's old as fuck. He's in Kern County. He's a cop. He comes back down to LA County to the police, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna tag along with you guys." I'm like, this would never happen. Just for jurisdiction reasons. They're like, you can't be with us because if you shoot somebody or assist and hurt somebody, they could then sue because you shouldn't have been there anyway because you're not part of LAPD anymore because you killed somebody. Okay, spoiler alert. Actually, who gives a fuck? You should have seen it by now. So Denzel shoots a white chick. So I'm like, cool. In what world does a nigga shoot a white chick, get away with it, and then come back?
Right.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, just leave. Just never leave. Come back.
He came back. I'm like, this is unrealistic. And then the motherfucking the nigga with Kanye West jaw, Rami Malek, Jared Leto, he's not sure if he's the killer. Then Jared's like, hey, get in my car. I'm gonna show you some shit. He gets in the car with him. I'm like, this would never. I'm like, when did me and Brian write this shit? Did Brian write this with buffalo wing sauce? On a fucking napkin, and then I tried to direct it with like a piece of warm bacon over my face. What the fuck kind of shit? Did Denzel read this, or did he have his goddamn son read it? The nigga who shaves the fuck out of here. And that nigga, and what was that? And what was the movie with Denzel's son where they were going backwards? Tenet.
Oh yeah,
I mean. I want to go back and watch it because I feel like I didn't pay enough attention, but I just had no idea what the fuck was going on in that whole fucking movie. I'm like, am I stupid or is this movie just too much for me? Because it seemed really good and I wanted to get it, But I was just like, I couldn't pay attention. And then shit would happen, and I'd be like, man, I really probably should have been paying attention.
I fell asleep twice trying to watch the movie 2 days in a row. And then Brian told me to watch the Tiger Woods story, and I watched that, and that's great because Tiger's just fucking bitches and not giving a fuck. and really just niggering up. Like, you know, black people always gave Tiger, and I gave Tiger, you know, like a hard time when it was like, and it's tough, I guess, if you like a mixed cat, you know, you want to, you know, my mom's Asian, so I'm Kablasian or whatever the fuck he said, but I like Tiger. You know, the white people at the golf course ain't calling you Kablasian. You're a fucking nigga. Just deal with it. Your mama understands that. She's from Vietnam. Your daddy was in the army. Just picked the bitch up and brought her to America. I mean, let's keep it 100. Your mama in Vietnam, the bitch is eating sugar cane and, you know, dancing and like whatever the fuck they do. No, bullshit. The bitch is drinking creek water with her hands. Fuck her. The dad was like, look, bitch, you want to stay over here drinking creek water or do you want to come to America and nigga up? She came to America. The dad's sleeping with every goddamn body. So Tiger's seeing that. The mama don't give a fuck because she's not drinking creek water anymore, so who gives a fuck? But Tiger really just niggered up. I was like, goddamn. Tiger's hiring 10 bitches, fucking them all over the goddamn place. His poor wife didn't know, but hell, she's a nanny, so who gives a fuck about her? Tiger's living his life. Like, Tiger basically is like, look, I'm Tiger. I'm going to live my life. And I learned from Michael Jordan.
See, now nobody even needs to watch it. Nobody even needs to watch it. That's it right there.
It's really the Michael Jordan story. The name of that movie should have been called Don't Hang Out with Michael Jordan. Because that's who he learned it from, Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley.
Man, he learned that from himself.
Nope. He was a different cat till he started hanging out with Michael Jordan. You saw the fucking movie, didn't you?
Yeah,
even they said, you know, Jordan smoking them cigars. I mean, Michael Jordan, man, like, you know, just Mike. Tiger was with Mike. That was a good show. Yeah, that's how bad Tenet was, though. Brian told me to watch the Tiger Woods goddamn story, and I never went back to watch Tenet.
Full circle. Full circle.
I went full circle. I didn't like the fact that he's short. I'm like, man, you can't be. Denzel was always the same height as women. His son is like a tiny guy. I'm like, remember the blonde chick was like a foot taller than him, bro? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This motherfucker, he's too small. Get your small ass the fuck out. This ain't ballers, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. It's tough. It's like being Jordan's son. When your dad is Denzel, granted, he just did one of the dumbest movies ever. But when your dad's Denzel, it's done quality work. It's tough, man. It's tough.
I mean, Tenet was a good movie. That was a good budget movie. I think that wasn't a bad movie. That was just a movie trying to do a lot that just kind of didn't miss the mark, I guess. I wouldn't say, you know what I mean? I don't think that was a bad casting choice for him to take that role because that's a big fucking budget movie, and there were some big names in that shit. Yeah. So I would say it wasn't a good movie. I gotta go.
You remember when we was at Brian's house and he had like that whole fish in the freezer? He was like, man, I'm gonna cook this fish. I was like, man, am I in Tenet right now? That was Tenet. Goddamn. Like, Brian's got a whole fish. I'm like, shit, this nigga's got money. I haven't seen a whole. I got like fish fillets. This nigga had the fish with the head and all kind of shit. That was Tenet. That was fucking Tenet, all right? The movie was
better version.
Yeah, better version. Hey, guys, I'm sorry for the spoiler alerts, guys, that were watching. They're watching Uncivilized. I'm sorry we went on a little bit of a tangent rant, but things piss us off. And every once in a while we get pissed off, the three of us, and we're going to rant. But I got to go. This is a solid show, solid hour. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. And if you don't, like I said at the beginning of the show, suck my dad's dick. I'm Moo.
All right.
There's Moo, Brian, and Zach. Brian's like, Jesus, if Moo keeps prostituting his dad, I'm going to have to fucking leave this goddamn show. I'm out of my fucking mind. Everybody,
love it.
Show. Enjoy your week. Happy Black History Month. Go shake a black guy's hand or buy the nigga, like, just buy him some wings. Yeah. That's all I ask. Black History Month, somebody white, you see a black person's going through, hey, man, can I buy you
20 piece.
20 piece. And you know KFC, that new sandwich is coming out. You know,
lemon pepper.
Oh, lemon pepper.
Louisiana rub.
Louisiana rub. You know KFC got that new chicken sandwich out that says better than Popeyes. And you know my black ass is going to use Postmates and Uber Eats to go full circle. I'm ordering one from goddamn Uber Eats The other one from Popeyes. I'm having a chicken.
Is that available? Is that available now?
I think that new KFC sandwich is I think it's available. It's like, me and Brian, I guess. As soon as this podcast is over, we both gonna be on the goddamn computer.
I was ready. Yeah.
I'm getting that. Yeah. I'm having a chicken off. I'm ordering one from Popeyes, the other one from KFC, delivered. Strawberry lemonade. I'm getting fries from Popeyes though. Yeah. KFC they do those wedges. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna do a box of fries, 2 sandwiches, and that's it. I'm gonna live my life.
I'm about to grill.
Oh, Brian about to live his motherfucking life.
Yeah.
Jesus. What are you about to eat, Zach?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna wait for you to tell me, and I'm either gonna get KFC or Popeyes.
KFC, might as well do the KFC.
Do the KFC.
Popeyes is good, man. Popeyes
is bomb,
good.
But I mean, you gotta try the KFC first.
We gotta try you gotta get both sandwiches, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. We out. Have a good week, guys. Peace.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Yo.